Hi all, welcome back. Fields of Fire, playtesting Volume 3, The Falcons War. This is the Goose Green campaign. This is Mission 2, Take 2. And this is my part 7, and about to start turn 7. So I was missing in action yesterday, never got any recording, and I was doing other things. So just try to have a look back and catch up, and then I remembered that the latest package that we triggered, I realised it was a squad. Well, we've got a squad there, and we've got a squad, and the leader ended up here, haven't we? Yeah. And it's when I was placing the package that I realised it was small arms, and thought I had blundered previously throughout the mission, maybe in giving it automatic weapons, the squads, because they've got the A/S, but the A is only when they're at point blank. So I'd look back in the video footage, and right enough, it was the package, the squad, it was the same package, and it was 2 squads here. They didn't get the leader that time. And I did trigger fire on this card at the time. I think it was an assault team. It was actually one. In fact, it was the casualty that we just evacuated there. It turned out in a casualty, and I thought, is there a chance that maybe it wasn't a casualty then? Because I gave it an extra -1. However, the card that I drew for the actual hit check was a terrible card, and I think I was checking on -2 when it should have been -1, but there was no difference. It was still a hit. So still would end up the same result, which is good in a way, because then it doesn't mean, could I have fixed that now if he wasn't a casualty? That'd be messy, wouldn't it? So anyway, well, no need to fix. It was correct. But the initial, I'll highlight in the video. I'll put a comment in the header that it shouldn't have been automatic weapons. These guys were getting it first. It should have been just small arms. Okay, so yeah, this is a bit of a mess looking, isn't it? And we've got a contact. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's the mortar. Why is that still there? Oh yeah, it fired. That was its second fire mission. Yeah, and the guy must have got away with it again. He's still paralysed anyway. Yeah. So we do have an issue with this package here. These 2 guys being unspotted as well. Well, the good thing is we can attack it, but we're going to have to. We've already seen what happens when there's a chance of a shift fire. And if we've got to spot this first, but if we attack, we'll end up being attacking with both these platoons. However, it's more than likely, well, it's not more than likely, it's a 50-50 chance that it would shift fire on either this or this card, because it's getting fired at from a different direction. I want to say that one goes randomly. I want to say that's the one that you check randomly, and you don't check 6.1.1 conditions, most steps, etc. I'm pretty sure Andrew reminded me of how that one worked in the past, and it just selects a card randomly. However, whatever card it's selected randomly, it would be bad for us. So we do have mortar fire there, we do have the naval gun fire there, so I'm going to suggest that we do something like that. I think, yeah, you just can't take that risk. The other option could be moving an assault team onto the card. Then he will definitely not fire out to the card. We don't want him firing at these 2 big, huge stacks, 2 platoons. We don't want that happening. The other guy that's away up off the card there, well, is he maybe avoidable? Possibly. It would rule out both these 2 contact Bs for us though, because if we moved on to them, we would be actually grand. Oh yeah, this is the hill here, right? Yeah, I'm thinking this is the row with the hill. It's because we've got the extra row of cards now. We've got a full row of extra cards. Yeah, so he is able to fire on this card, right? Okay, he would not be able to fire. Yeah, he can fire on this card, because this is on the hill as well, Grant. and he can clearly fire on this card or this card. So the only, if we're going to avoid him, no, but this is our objective. Yeah, I remember now. Okay, so we kind of have to do something about him as well. So possibly along the lines of calling in some fire on him as well. Yeah, I can see us using up some of our fire missions in this turn, I think. Okay, let's go on with the turn, Grant. You're 5 minutes in, but I'm trying to catch up here. That seems an awful big way up the table, this. Which it is. It's a wee bit darker as well, so I'm like struggling to like look up there and suss things out. Assault team up here. I'll tell you something. That assault team moving along into there, okay, could be a bit of a suicide mission. Would draw that guy's fire, wouldn't it? Because he would draw his fire closer. He would stop firing on that card. He would open fire on that card. Even though he can see this card up over above this card, this unit would be closer, and he would start firing on that. Pretty sure of that one. That still doesn't fully help things. Well, what it could allow you to do is maybe allow this platoon to move across and possibly use artillery fire on that. Yeah, I think we need to do that. We need to take out these two contacts that we've got, I think. We need to do something with them. Okay, well, start the turn anyway. We're a wee bit ahead of ourselves, but again, like I said, just try to catch up. So, game turn 7, friendly HQ event phase, let's go. And we get one. That could be bad, because I'm actually starting to realise that most of the enemy ones aren't so bad for us, and yet, when I draw in the friendly ones, they do seem to be not so good for us. But maybe that's not all the case. Yeah, I'm feeling a little more worried about this than I am the enemy ones, to be honest. Right, where are we? Enemy higher HQ events, friendly higher HQ event. Right, this is going to go over. It's going to be separated onto 2 pages, unfortunately. That's the first half, and I'm pretty sure they'll be all on the one page when you get the official rule book. Mission book. All these higher HQ events will be on the one page. So not have you turn a page like that. So I'm going to draw on a 10, and that's just right now. We're on turns 5 to 10. Yeah, we're on turn 7, so it's going to be the second column. So on a 10. We've got a 10. Right, well, it's going to be another page. There we are up there. Right, I've not read it yet. Where are we? So I was on this one. As a 10, reinforcements. Oh, that's a good one. Reinforcements. Milan team arrives in staging area. Excellent. Okay, that was right. We did roll a 10 out of 10. I'm just going to check the previous page. It was turns 5 to 10 that column was used. I mean, I'm on game turn 7. So, excellent. Okay, now, well, in fact, I think it's just over the page here. Here we are. Mission special rules. Alright, no, it's not. Right, I think they had special rules in here originally on Mission 2, didn't they? About the Milan, and then what they've done was, but I printed them out as well. They brought them back to the campaign special rules, I'm pretty sure. So I think they're in here. Right, I managed to stop the video in a different way. I noticed I stopped it in a different way than I normally did there, and I think that's maybe what happened the last time. It looked like I clicked on the actual video. Right, there's no point trying to explain that, Grant. Anyway, I caught that in time. Yeah, here we go. So it was originally in the Mission 2 instructions, I think, in the Mission 2 special rules, but now they're putting it in the campaign special rules, so it possibly gets used in another mission. Makes sense. Okay, so Milan is a wire-guided anti-tank missile. Now we've got a wee counter for that somewhere. Give me a second. I was wondering why I wasn't finding it, and I was looking under the Argentinian stuff. Right, here it is here. So Milan. Right, you see it's got a grenade, so it's got to be an attempted grenade thing. There's a wee icon there. Well, there's a counter there, isn't it? Maybe tell us what the wee icon is. You can see it can only be used from long range, so long range to very long range, so you can't use it at point blank or close range. So Milan is a wire-guided anti-tank missile that was used in the Falklands to precisely target enemy bunkers and trenches. Milan teams are under the control of the company HQ or staff and cannot be attached to a platoon HQ. Okay. Okay, so my assumption there is the platoon HQs cannot give it an order. It has to come from COHQ or staff. But it's not got any kind of radio with it, so it's going to have to be visual verbal as well, my guess would be. So Milan guided missile attacks may only target. Alright, so there are different. Yeah, it's got the G on it there, but it's a different kind of. Yeah, I remember reading that before. May only target cover marker or field fortifications in line of sight and do not have to be fired along an existing PDF. Okay. So, but they can only target cover or field fortifications. Right. Well, most of the packages come in under one of that type of cover. Anyway, don't they? So, it feels awful dark in here. Lights are on above, but okay. Where are we? And do not have to be fired along an existing PDF. Okay, something to remember. They may fire over intervening units in the same way as the rules for overhead fire. Okay, good. Milan teams may not infiltrate or fire when exposed due to the bulkiness of the equipment. Okay, so they act the same as other units that can't infiltrate and etc. Milan has a thermal imaging night vision device. That's what that was. So thermal imaging night vision is obviously something slightly different. Well, I don't need to check up on that just now because we're in daylight, but obviously some of the other night missions we might need to check that. So the M attack by Milan is conducted by drawing 5 cards. If a grenade icon is present, a hit has been achieved. Place a Milan hit marker. Okay. I didn't see them, but they must be there. Okay, I don't see a specific Milan hit marker. Whether that's been something they've updated in the print and play stuff or not. I mean, there is a -5 airstrike, but it's not really an airstrike, is it? So, however, it's not going to be a biggie. We can work that one out, and I'm sure, come the time, it's going to be included in the actual package. I've just dropped the counter, so. Right, okay, moving on. Place a Milan hit marker. A hit has the following effects. All occupants of the cover or fortification become casualties. Wow. Right out. So if they hit, they're all casualties. If the target was a bunker, it's removed and replaced with foxholes. All other cover markers remain in play. Place a Milan miss marker if no grenade icon is drawn. Is that going to be a -1 then, guys? Well, actually, I don't even know what I'm saying it's a -5. No, it was 5 cards you were drawing, so I don't know what the hit is for that. I can't see any specific hit marker that deals with that, but again, I know they've updated the print and play stuff, and that might have been since this. So we're going to have to look into that. If we get a hit, we need to know what the hit is and what the miss is. Or would it tell you in the? I might actually tell you in the mission thing. Hang on. So if the occupants of a successful Milan attack leave the cover marker or field fortification prior to the combat effect segment, the attack is not treated as a miss. The attack will still have the effects listed above. Remove all Milan hit and Milan miss markers in the cleanup phase. Okay. Right, let me just see. Oh, well, just as well. I'm looking then. Milan team with 2, and it's got 2 ammo as well. CCSR 12, that's what we were just looking at, wasn't it? That must have been Campaign Special Instruction 12. Yes. It was Grant, you don't need to go back and look there. Right, let's go one step. It's a line experience and it has a radio. So that's the same as the 350 one. Is that the same as what the COHQ? See, I'm a bit confused because I've got the COHQ having a 351 and the XO, and for Sergeant I've got the 350. That's probably wrong. They should, but then the other ones have got 3. Yeah, I'll tell you here. See, it is. So the company HQ has the 351 for the company and it has the 352 for the battalion. That's fair enough. But then the 2 other staff have 350s and then the 3 platoons have 351s. So, I mean, these are different from this, but I seem to remember mentioning it. I think Andrew maybe or Colin made some comment on the video that they were meant to be different because I thought it was maybe a misprint. I assume they still all communicate, but why are they different numbers? Why do they have different ones? Grant, does it really matter? If they're capable of communicating with each other, it doesn't really matter, Grant, does it? So why do you just leave it at that? Right, sorry, just flipping back to where it was. There we are. So let's go to the 350 radio. So and that's indeed why that was also mentioned in a comment that there was an extra one, and that's why I thought it was a mistake. And it was mentioned that you might need that if another unit got brought along. For instance, this thing here that we're dealing with now. So he's going to bring that radio, and he will be able to communicate. And well, actually, he'll be able to get a radio order from the CO staff. Then, that's my take on that. Yes. Okay, and is there anything there about the actual damage? No, there's not. Not there either. Yeah, so I will need to go and find out if it's what the modifier is for the damage it does. Oh, hang on, Grant. You don't need that because it's already said it just causes a. If it's a hit, it's a hit. If it's, well, what is a miss? What's a miss? Is a miss -1 like a grenade? Well, that doesn't matter either, does it? Oh, well, it might do. It might if it's a miss. Okay. Right, well, we'll look into it come the time. So, it arrives in the staging area, which is like kind of miles away, isn't it? But, yeah. It does have very long range. Yeah, it's going to struggle to get in on the action rule, isn't it? So where do we? Well, I don't think it matters where you put it, Grant, does it? I'll just put in that one, I think. It's going to be a struggle to get it moving. However, we can definitely give it a command via the radio, so that would help. I mean, if it was having to work its way up itself, I think that would be kind of hopeless. Is that the best place to put it? Yeah, because we're not. Oh, actually. Well, I think we're going to have to deal with this though, this turn. So yeah, it's fine because it can fire over their heads. So I'm thinking if it moved up to this card, 1, 2, 3, it could actually fire on that from that flat ground. And remember, it can fire with overhead fire. Remember, this is up on a hill. But I'm pretty sure we're going to have to do. Well, hold on, Grant. I can't fire when it's exposed anyway. So if it does move up to here, this turn is going to be exposed. Well, you're not better having it in that position though, so that at least it has line of sight and range on something if something was to go wrong. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So I'll put it there and we'll move it up into the flat ground here. Okay, so right, that was the event. That soaked up quite a bit of time, and that boiler I done it first as well. So, well, we'll see. Because I managed to keep the parts along with the turns on this one up to now. Okay, so friendly. Where is my seekers of play? Friendly command phase. The company HQ. I want to say he's maybe not undercover now, is he? Or did we leave him? We did leave him. So in actual fact, he's in here beside them, all undercover. So he's veteran +1. He's undercover +1. Our activity level showing engaged, which is correct at the moment actually, because this card is under VOF and this card both occupied under VOFs. That mortar's going away though. Yeah. That was his second fire mission. It was, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah. Well, hopefully you've got that right. Right, so there's a +2 to this for the company HQ. So he gets the 3 + 2 is 5. Which is good because he's got an extra command to give out with that Milan now there. So that's 9 commands he's got. Now you can see first and third platoon are probably not needing activated along with the Sergeant Major as well. And to be honest, the second in command's second platoon, yes. I think as company HQ, as veteran could save all 9. Well, he's going to move that Milan, so well let's do that first. So he's going to get 1 command, and as we've noticed, this guy has a radio, so he's communicating with him, sending him forward. Moves forward. Remember, he cannot infiltrate and he cannot fire when he's exposed. So that was that, and then. Oh, do we activate second? Yeah, we definitely activate second platoon. Do we need to activate the rest? Yeah, the whole bit, again, you've got to remember, Grant, that if you don't activate them, they're not going to do anything until the initiative segment. So I'm activating second platoon for 1. Oops. So what is it you're going to do? I think. Yeah, remember that assault team's got to get given an order somehow to go across there if that's what you're wanting. That looks like that's our other casualty, isn't it? Yeah. So I want to put. I think we want to mortar fire into here. Mortar fire is only -3. So if we do that and just heavily concentrate fire on that, I think, to try and remember it needs to be spotted. Okay. So I think that's what second and third platoon are going to do. I suppose if things went wrong, we've got the naval gunfire there. See, that's what's making me think I want to do these all in the same impulse rather than. Well, Company HQ doesn't really want to move. No, he doesn't. There's nowhere to move anyway, so I don't need a command for that. And then first platoon. Well, no, like you say, your platoon move up there and then send the assault team across, Grant. And then that way you're not sitting in this card in this guy's fire if for some reason your artillery fire, which you're probably going to use on that, goes wrong. So yeah. So to be honest, platoon moves. Yeah, I'm going to activate it first. I know he's got 6 already, but I might well just be activating third as well. The second in command is beside third, but yeah, I don't think we need to activate third though, because I think all he's going to do is concentrate. Now he might... Oh, there's a fire team there. So we'll convert that to an assault team, send it up. Well, that's an extra command there, Grant. You want to concentrate fire? Okay, we are. We're just going to activate third platoon as well. Why not? And it does mean they're all going in the same impulse. Right, so the second in command. I mean, you could do it and you're still saving 4 commands, Grant. You don't need the sergeant major. Okay, is that relevant to the fact that he's going to go in the what do you call it? Initiative segment. Where is he? Oh, he's there on his own in the rolling moor. Yeah. Yeah, probably fine. I don't think he really needs to. Now hold on. Yeah, he can come over and try and do something with this though, because remember this in command is the second part. So yeah, he's going to. Yeah, that was. In fact, I moved him to there in that purpose. I remember now, with the intention of going across there, try and unpin that guy, and also try and patch him up a little bit. So I don't think you need to activate him though. Do you? If you're going to spend 1, 2 to unpin him, 3 to turn him into a stretcher team, 4 to turn him into a fire team, 5 to move him somewhere. That's 5 commands. So maybe why not? Yeah, okay. Right, well not, you know what, I won't activate second in command, I'll activate the sergeant major. Maybe it sounds a bit crazy, but for the second in command, I'm not so sure, and we can wait till the initiative, and yeah, that's fine. So company HQ is going to save just 4. So the only guy we've not activated is the second in command. There we go. Right, so the first things first, we've got to get whatever target we're going for first, we've got to get it spotted. So I suppose we're just as well going for second platoon. What veterans second platoon got though? Because clearly we'll want to try and spot this. This is on a hill, isn't it? Yeah. So it's undercover. Oh, it's on a 0 card. So we want to see if the veteran status is going to help. Sometimes it doesn't matter, but I think it will in this case. So if we were veteran +1, the cover and concealment cards would give us a +1. The unit is undercover, that's a -1. The unit, however, is not a sniper or forward observer. Yeah, no, this should work. So hang on. +1 for veteran, +1 for 0 cover and concealment, +1 for the target being green, and there's nothing about a leader because there's a leader there with that one, isn't there? Nothing about a leader. So, but he is undercover, so you get a -1. So we'd be sitting at a +2 with veteran. That's 4 card draws. So that's good. So what have we got in second platoon that's veteran? Second platoon, we've got the mortar, the first section, and that's it. So as for third platoon, if we wanted to do him first, we've got the first section, and that's it. So we're better with this one, because we've got 2 chances of a veteran unit doing it. Right, so I'm going to activate second platoon. Yeah, now he does only have 3 commands. However, he's undercover. He's undercover his line, so he's going to get a +1. Yeah, that's good. 4, +1, 5. That's more than enough. Well. So, first of all, we get this guy spotted. Yeah. So, well, do I need to go through what I've just been through? I don't think so. So I'm going to use my first section to try and spot this card. And yeah, it's a veteran section, +1. This card's a 0 concealment, +1. The target is green, +1, and the target is undercover, -1. So it's a +2. The base is 2. 2 +2 is 4 card draw. Looking for crosshairs. So here we go. No. Oh, come on. Really? Quite glad to see that going away. Though. It's not. Right, hang on. I need to spend a command for that, Grant. Don't forget about that. I don't think it's worth exhorting, is it? Yeah, I use the mortar section with veteran as well. So we're going to give the mortar section same attempt. He's veteran as well, so it's the same 4 card draw. I don't want to see the shuffle card now after seeing that short going away. So, but I do need a crosshair. So here we go. Well, that exhort wouldn't have worked. So that's a no. No. Oh, come on. Seriously. 8 cards. Wow. And that's hunting deeper for the shuffle card. Right, again, there's no point in exhorting. So I'm going to use a line unit then. So just the second squad, second section, second platoon. So does that mean we just get a +1 then? Well, it will, won't it? +1, +2, -1. Yeah, so it's a +1. So this is 3 cards. Surely we get a crosshairs in this. Right, so it's the second section, a second platoon doing this. 3 card draw, looking for crosshairs. Right, there we go. Yeah, no doubt. Wouldn't have surprised me if there was 3. Right, okay. Well, it wasn't the best of starts, but... Okay, so he's spotted now. So we open fire here. No, sorry. There, yeah. I was right, Grant. And these guys suddenly open fire as well. This is just the casualty, actually, isn't it? Oh, just hang on a second, Grant. He's probably firing in a different direction now, isn't he? That's a casualty. He should have changed. So I've obviously missed that at the end of in the cleanup phase. In the cleanup phase, enemies firing at cards without a valid target shift ceasefire. So, okay. The other interesting thing is, well, actually, he's the same. Oh, Grant, come on. Yeah, I've obviously made a mess at the end of the cleanup phase here. I've clearly not been thinking about this being a casualty. This is the only unit on the card. Okay, so let's take these off just now. However, the spotting attempt succeeded after spending 3 commands anyway. So I have spotted them, but however, in the cleanup phase, both these units would have shifted fire. Now, this guy here, that's a hill. He cannot. Oh no, he can fire on that. So that does change things. I already said that, didn't I? So when they shift fire, is that one that checks 6.1.1? Oh, I've just been saying that I think the one that when he shifts fire in the enemy activity, it's a random draw. But I mean, this is the same. It is shifting fire here. So hang on, continuing to fire. And an engaged unit will continue to fire at the same time until ordered to cease fire or shift fire. Okay, opening fire. Non-engaged unit opens fire. Yeah, because he's now not engaged. So surely it has to be the opening fire part again. And the clean-up phase, it says enemies firing at cards. No, but you can shift. You can shift, Grant. Some of these bits always just catch me out here. It's like if he's shifting fire right now, do we check this? Because if we do, I mean, he's firing on this. This is an invalid target for him now. So he's going to shift his fire. Or cease fire if he's no target. Now, he's got a target here and he's got a target here. Now, if he's fallen by 6.11, the priority is card with the most friendly steps. So that's clearly that. If this is just a random shift of fire, because I mean, why is that different from? Well, it is kind of different, Grant. It is, yeah. If both these cards were firing on him, and he got the enemy activity check to shift, what was it, under fire from a different direction, then he would randomize between the two different directions. Yeah, I don't need to go and ask this question. At least I don't think so. So he is going to go by 6.1.1 and shift his fire from there onto this card here. So small arms coming across there, that will come off. Well, that's going to change now as well. Now, well, he's going to have 3 options, I think. Well, I'm glad I've activated everybody because I think things might be worse than I thought. Well, we're definitely going to smoke them out if we can. Hey, but hold on, Grant, hold on. No, you can't see him. Yeah, I'm saying, why are we not firing back at him? He's not spotted yet. And remember, at the moment while we're doing this, he's not spotted, although once we come round to the right phase, he will be spotted. So at the end of the turn in the clean-up phase, he would stop firing on this card, and he would either shift or cease. So he would shift fire. I wish I could see something that says if they shift fire. Well, yeah, I mean, it says if multiple cards with spotted opposing units come into view at the same time. Yeah, you don't randomise between these, Grant. I'm sure you don't. If you do, there should be something that tells you about that here regarding shift fire. And I don't think it does. Because he's now not engaged against this guy, so he's got to do something else. So he's wanting to be engaged. How is he going to be engaged? He's going to check. He's going to check and see that there's multiple cards with spotted units that he can target. And then he's going to look at the priorities, and it's going to be card with the most friendly steps, random if equal. And it's not choosing a target on the same card. So, well, the thing is, because this is... oh, no, we can't target that. Sorry, my bad. Because remember, this is down below. This is one level lower. So this is on a plateau, and that would be down below. If he was in here, obviously, you could see that. But he can't see that card. So it's going to be here or here. So stepwise, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It'll just be 1, won't it? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, that was 15, wasn't that? 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. Yeah, 15. Okay, so that's going to be his target. And then that is going to bring... That's how... What should have been... It should have been looking like in the end of the turn. The clean-up phase. Which I've kind of wondered. Okay, so that's what it should be looking like. Okay, we've done our event, we've drawn for our commands, we've activated second platoon, we've now spotted this guy. Okay, so what happens there? Well, this opens up fire. This, starts trading fire. And we are firing with automatic weapons. Yeah, that's the best you get. There's no heavy weapons. Up to now, anyway. So we get automatic weapons on him. However, we also get a crossfire as well. Looking for a crossfire, not finding one. Come on, must be one here. There we go. Crossfire. There. Yeah, no, these guys can't see. These cards can see, but this has not got a volume of fire. Okay. So that's the situation now. We have that guy spotted, right? So... well, it might just be as well this guy doing the naval gunfire on that. Yeah, because you know what? He's under... well, he's under a +3. No, he'll get the +1 though, won't he? But he gets that wee +1 because it's on the card as well. Wee +1 burst. And that naval gunfire, is that not a -6, I want to say? Or is it 7 even? No, it's 6. -6 though. So that might be more worthwhile. Okay, so back to second platoon. He's going to call for fire, yeah? Yeah. I mean, you do have your mortars as well, Grant, that could fire smoke and stop him firing out the card. I think we just want to take this guy down though. I think we want to, you know, the actual smoke does something, gives him a benefit, doesn't it? So let's try the mortar attack. So second platoon going to give an order to the mortar forward observer to call in fire on this card. Yeah, we know the little short is in the discard pile at the moment as well. So better time to just get on with it and get it done. So I've spent the command. So mortar. Let's say there are 3 card draws, aren't there? So mortar forward observer. We're using 3 card draws. Oh, it's a -4 he's got. I thought it was a -3. -4 then. So 3 card draw. No more modifications because he's line. I'll just fit in here, I think. So 1, 2, 3. Discard cards got a burst, but these are quite abundant as well, aren't they? Although I was saying that about crosshairs and all, and I was struggling to find one. Right. You sure you're doing? Yeah, it's fine, isn't it? Yeah, it's fine. Right, 3 cards, we'll give her burst. Right, no. Oh, come on. Cards are really messing me out. Messing me about. Well, I've got to exhort that, haven't I? No, I've only got 2 more commands I can spend. So much for doing some concentrated fire. Right, so spend 1 more, we're going to exhort. I'll just come back up here and we'll draw the card. And it's not. Wow. So that means it's not. That fire mission stays with us. Okay, maybe we do fire the mortar in there with smoke then. So if it's normal smoke, is that just what you get from a smoke counter? Oh, hang on. Fire mission, smoke +2. Oh, look. These are fire missions though. That's white phosphorus. Fire mission, smoke +2. Because it's going to help him out, isn't it? It's going to give him some defense. But, well, hang on. You've only got 1 more command left. And remember that's a grenade attempt as well. So so yeah, so they get one smoke. Smoke and illumination can be deployed as an aerial pyrotechnic. 4.2.1c. Smoke can be deployed up to its maximum range to any target card on line of sight. And illumination may be deployed, doesn't require line of sight. So 4.2.1c. It's probably just a grenade attack with smoke. Oh no, 4.2.1c. Yeah, no, it's pyrotechnic. So this is what he's got if we're using the smoke. Oh, it's automatic. That's good. Yeah, so we're not drawing a card for that. And it's not, we're not taking an asset, it's just got that ammunition with it. Okay, that's good then. I actually think that counter might be what you use for that. What have I done with it? I don't know. No, it's there. But it's not a fire mission, smoke +2. And it's not white phosphorus, it just says it's smoke. I think it means it's going to get a +2 though, isn't it? Is there not any specific marker you'd use for that then? I don't know. Goes on the smoke. I don't think there's any kind of VOF. What did that say there about that? Campaign special rules, mortars, smoke can be deployed. Or maybe you just use one of the smoke counters. It can be fired in. Right. Maybe not got any because they're all out. Oh, hang on, there's one. No, that's a WP. See, maybe. Well, find the right one, Grant. Right, give me a sec. You know, that's the smoke counter. So maybe I just use that. So he gets a +2. But he then cannot see outside the card. That's what we're attempting to do here. I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to spend that last command that he can use second platoon. He's got to save the other 2. And this mortar is going to fire the smoke on this card. I don't know if this is daft or not. It doesn't feel like it's daft because I don't want him firing on that. So, well, actually, that'll be immediate as well. That's not like a pending fire mission. So that's kind of, well, not that it matters. So that was automatic, and we'll just need to track that he's used that. He only has one smoke, so that was the second platoon mortar. It's got one smoke mission and one smoke round and one high explosive round. So now he's not firing out that card, and that crossfire can come away as well. But we're hoping everything's going to come away. We can still fire into the card, but he is benefiting from this +2 smoke. He'll also benefit from the mist. So, however, we could still get a grenade in on him. Yeah, we could still get some rockets from here. But we need to spot. Yeah, that's kind of awkward because I need to shift fire and unless, of course, we still use the plan of moving first platoon up to here and using the artillery mission on that. That's maybe better just now. And then just using this to concentrate and try to do something a bit better to this. Like get a rocket on that. Yeah, okay, so second platoon done. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to end up on a part that's not going to complete the turn. That's me 40 minutes in right now, so yeah, what I might do is just push on. Well, do we want to see... I think we want to see if first platoon's going to get its job done then. Because it needs to move up here, it needs to spot that, and it needs to then successfully call an artillery mission in. And ideally it also is going to send that assault team along, which, I don't know, we don't need the 3 potential B contacts, you know, but, I don't know, they're there. It'd be good to try and get them. Well, I've already said we've got 4 casualties already in this mission. So that's not good scoring, really. Right, okay, so I'm going to activate first platoon then. Now, he's undercover as well, which is good. Although he's got 6 commands saved, he's a line. He's going to get a +1 to this. On the big number, that's 3, +1 is 4. So, he's got 10 commands. And as always, you can only spend 6. So yeah, so got a platoon move first. So his first 2 commands are going to be platoon moving up onto this rolling moor. Right, so that's him platoon moved up. I'm having to stand up now to get up here. Platoon moved up onto that rolling moor. Take my top off, it's warm. So, and this all, these are all exposed. This is not, clearly. Right, and then he's got the +3 here. Right, this is a squad. So a veteran section won't spot him. Now spend the 2 commands, so he's got a he can spend 4 more commands. Let's see the spotting attempt here then, because that's going to be on a +3. Yeah, I wonder if we could have. Well, it's only getting a +1, isn't it? So we want a veteran. Oh, hang on, that's not the hill. We're not on the hill, are we? Nah, we're not. So not an aerial elevation. So +1 for veteran, however -1 because he's got a +3. So that brings it down to nothing. He's undercover, that's a -1. He's green, that's a +1. He gives out small arms fire, unfortunately, and not automatic like we thought before. So it's going to be on a veteran, it's going to be a 0, so it's going to be 2 card draw. I think we need to do that. That's first platoon. Hopefully we've got a couple of veterans in there. We think we have. Yeah, we've got the mortar, the first section, and the first machine gun. Assuming that's not the one that's eliminated. No. Yeah, so we've got 3 veterans. So I'm going to use the first section to attempt to spot that card. So it's going to be a base 2 card draw. I'm going to spend the command for that. Base 2 card draw, looking for crosshairs. No. Wow, we're struggling here. Okay, I'm now going to use the. I'm going to use the mortar, which is veteran as well. So 2 card draw, looking for crosshairs. Come on, seriously. No. We might be using that. I don't know. See. No, he's coming. He would be spotting on the green border as well. Right, okay. I'm going to have to use that machine gun, which is veteran also, to spot attempts. Looking for crosshairs. Oh, come on. Oh, man. Really? I've never had that bad attempts at getting crosshairs. That's lots of attempts. So I've got 1 left, so either use a line unit to do it. Well, I'm just as well exhorting, to be honest. I'm only going to get 1 card draw, and then I can't. Then I can't do the. No, not only that, I can't send the assault team. This is going horribly wrong. Let me think about this. Right. I think I'm going to send the assault team across. I'm just going to have to hope that the naval gunfire, well, no, not just that 3rd platoon can spot that. And then remember, we don't need to shift fire because the naval gunfire can call fire in on that card. It doesn't need to be down his PDF and can still continue firing on this card. So yeah, let's just do that, I suppose. Mind you, moving on to a potential one. Are we asking for trouble? Well, we're going to be come to contact. Yeah, you're hoping to only be at contact, Grant. It's not great. Just wonder if I should be trying to go for these contacts. Oh, let's just do it. Right, so with 3rd platoon's, sorry, 1st platoon's last command, I'm going to move that assault team across. For some reason. That was his last command. Last command he can spend, and he saves the other 4 that he's still got. So, yeah, struggling here. Okay, 3rd platoon now then, I think. Yeah, because Sergeant Major, yeah, he can't even help, and where's the second in command? Well, I've left him to learn General Initiative. Well, that's the thing, at least he's going to go in General Initiative, he'll be able to do something. Right, so, over at 3rd platoon, yeah, they've got 6 command saved as well, and he's undercover, so getting a +1 on this draw. It's only a 2, +1's 3. That's okay though. So 9. Right. So still gonna have to spot this guy, and we don't need to have the PDF facing him to spot. So 3rd platoon. They've got a veteran. They've only got one section that's veteran, and you'll notice also that it's got the green border in that corner as well, unfortunately. So we are veteran. He's getting a +3 cover. I think it's probably going to be the same, isn't it? So that's +1, -1. Oh, hold on. No. We're on higher elevation. We're on the hill. So we get an extra +1 for that. So we're sitting at +1. He's undercover. That's a -1, but he's green. So that's another. So we're getting a +1 out of this for the veteran one. So that's good. Okay, so sure this time. So it's going to be a base 2 +1, so it's going to be a 3-card draw. Looking for crosshairs. Here we go. Yes! That wouldn't have surprised. Yeah, 2 of them. I'm not surprised. Right, we've still not shuffled this deck. So it's going to have a little glance. Because that short's in the discard pile still. Although it wouldn't be terrible a short here, would it? Because it would just fire on that card just to hit. Well, it'd still be bad. Just want to double check. I've not left the shuffle card in here. No, I haven't. So we probably want to do this now. Right. I don't believe I've spent a command for that. So that was 1 command, and we got a success at spotting this guy. Well, yeah, actually, yeah, it's going to do something. This is going to open up fire on it. Well, what my weapons? Yes. Nothing else. This is just an assault team, and this guy wouldn't open fire because he's already firing on this card. Yep. No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm forgetting about this guy up here. He's gone away. Still in the back of my mind, feel I should just go and double check. But he's been here for a while. This was the package that spawned the last time, and it was a double squad, wasn't it? And the leader, of course. Right. Okay, it's back to 3rd platoon. So he is going to call in this naval gunfire on that. So I'm going to spend 1 action. He's going to getting the naval gunfire forward observer to call fire on. This is a 3-card draw, and it would be a -6 modifier. So, yeah, here we go. 3 cards, not enough cards left in the deck here, but at least we're going to get this action before shuffling it. So here we go. 3 cards, looking for a burst. No. Yes. And the reshuffle, which, well, it doesn't matter. We got the, and it was the 3 bursts, but remember we're not getting the, what is it? Battalion fire missions in this mission anyway. So got that result at least, thankfully. Right, let me get the deck shuffled. Right, okay, so deck shuffled up. Successful fire mission called, I'm looking for a counter, there we are. So pending fire mission on, yeah, here. Right, so he's still firing outside the car at the moment with small arms, that's fine. Okay. Right, let's get this this half of the turn finished at least anyway, Grant. So back to the third platoon. So they're now going to concentrate on try to get some rockets in on this guy, I think, because he's got that +2. Now, will he get that smoke from a... Yeah, I imagine he will. He's going to get that from a grenade attempt, isn't he? It's just he's not going to get the mist, or he wouldn't get the nighttime stuff. Yeah, he's going to get smoke still, isn't he? Maybe he's not. Just wondering, I mean, if you fired a grenade, that guy's, the smoke's surely going to help avoid some of the damage. Well, I don't know actually. Let's just see then. Oh, I'll tell you one thing I've noticed, just while looking at this, he's got 4 steps under his trenches. So he's going to get an extra -1 because he's above 3 steps. So that's good. Right here. Do not apply the weather, smoke, or white level modifications to this VOF. Excellent. So a grenade attack VOF, which is what we're doing, do not apply the weather, smoke, or white level modifiers when calculating the NCM. Superb. Yeah, I suppose, I mean, smoke's not going to stop you from... I guess I'm thinking about but I mean, if the grenade hits, then it's hit the target. It's no, and then there's no smoke that will stop a grenade, is there? So, fair enough. Right. Now, hang on, I've not put a red cube down there. We were on 9. That's why we should do that, Grant. So, I can go down to 3. It was 9, wasn't it? Yes, it was. We've spent 2 commands, 1 spotting and 1 calling in the naval gunfire. So I've got 4 more commands. Right, so we're going to get right on it with the veteran squad. He's got 2 rockets left. He's going to fire one of his rockets at this trenches, and like I say, that's an extra -1 because there's 4 steps, and an extra -1 for both of them. So make sure you remember that one, Grant. So he's a veteran, so it's going to be a 3-card draw. Looking for a grenade this time. It's a freshly shuffled deck. 3-card draw, looking for grenade. No. Cards are still messing me about. Man. I've not spent my command for that, have I? Do I exhort that? It sort of feels like a bit of a waste, but means I'm... Well, as long as you hit with one of the other ones, I suppose. I've got 2 other ones that can launch. Yeah, I'm best just calling that a miss then. So that was a rocket miss. And then I'm going to use, we've not another veterans, have we, for third? No. So the other sections are line, so I'm going to use this guy to launch his grenade, his rocket. It's going to cost me another action. And we're going to only draw 2 cards this time. But obviously this first card would have been a exhort card, so as well doing it that, we're spending the action for 2 cards, aren't we? Although, it's an extra rocket. Right, looking for a grenade. That would have failed, come on. Oh, yes, just. Not been enjoying these card draws, they've not been nice to me. Okay, so we got a -3 rocket on that trenches. Critical would have been nicer, eh? When I think about it. We're struggling to find the actual grenade, never mind 2 of them. Right, zoom in there a little bit. So let's just have a look, because I've got 2 more commands I could spend, so I could launch another one. Let's just see the numbers though. He's getting nothing for the card. That +1's only for incoming, so he's not getting that. He is getting the trench cover, +2. That's just a cover marker outside. He's not getting that. So his bonuses are just +2. He's going to get -3, -1 for the grenade mask, -4, -1 for the crossfire. That's -5, and -1 for the being an extra step over 3 under the cover marker. So 3, 4, 5. So -6 to the +2. That's it. We're sitting at -4. That's where you want to be. So we don't actually need to do any more. You know, obviously he's got his enemy activity to come. So yeah, and he cannot see outside the card because of the smoke. Oh no, I'm not. No, you're not counting the smoke, Grant, because it's a grenade. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's exactly what I said. It's just it's a -4. They're going to be checking on both of them. Okay, well that'll do. Now, is there anything else third platoon could do? Not really, no. I suppose. Could we potentially now shift fire? Yeah, you're going to lose that crossfire though, Grant, which is giving you that -4. I think you could. I don't think there's anything saying that. I've said before, I think I said in the last part actually, I was talking about grenades getting launched and then shifting your fire. I know if you concentrate fire and shift fire, the concentrate fire will go away. Or if you lose line of sight, but I'm pretty sure grenade still just stays where it's been sent. Okay, so I'm going to save the commands in. Third platoon, I think. Yeah, okay, where are we at? 59 minutes. Yeah, I'll see. I should be able to finish. I've only got the Sergeant Major to do, and then the second in command, but I don't think second. Oh, well, yeah, if you do want to go for our potential. Do we want to go for our potential contact marker? I'm not so sure we do. Yeah, I don't think we do that. I think we want 1 a turn just now, just to see it out, and not push things. So Sergeant Major, well, he's got 9 commands saved. He's not undercover. He's veteran, so he's going to get a +1 to this. So he's going to get 5 more on his 9. So he's got 14. Can only spend 6, so he can go down to 8. So that's what he's got. So he's just going to. Yeah, well, actually, no. If he succeeds at the infiltrate, right, he's going to attempt to infiltrate under the trenches here for 1 command, and he's obviously getting that still because that incoming is still there. So attempt to infiltrate. He is veteran. It's a 3-card draw. He's got a chance for this one. So no. No. No, no will. Yeah, I'm going to exhort that actually. I'm going to spend one more. Although we do need what commands to patch that guy up. It's just... Yeah, hang on. I would have 4 left. Yeah, to be honest, Grant. I think just leave that till another turn. Yeah, I'm not going to exhort that actually. Because I think I need to make sure I get the guy unpinned. Yeah. I guess what I was thinking was if he stayed unexposed, I could then move him up to here, the primary objective. And by the way, that's a point. Both our objectives now are not occupied. So remember you sort that out before turn 10 comes along, Grant. And yeah, I thought I could move up there and then create the company aid post to rescue that casualty. But I can do that next turn. So I'm just going to leave him there. He's exposed. He is under the trenches as well, though. Right, so I'm going to attempt to remove the pin marker from the paralysed team. It is under a VOF, so we do have to draw for this. It is the Sergeant Major's experience, though. So it's a 3-card draw, so he's going to spend 1 command. Haven't used the dice because he's got that many commands, so down to 3 on the dice, so you can spend 4 more. Yeah. 3-card draw, looking for rally. There we go. Okay, that worked okay then. We are probably going to need to do more rally attempts, so right. So that's the pin marker of him. So now he's going to attempt. Yeah. That's the thing with that incoming. Well, we can, you know what, we can sit there and do that, and then the incoming will go away, and then we'll be able to do what we've got left. He's got loads of commands, so we'll spend 1 more to attempt to rally from paralysed to a stretcher team. 3-card draw again. Yep. This one, short away there again. That's fine. Yeah, no, we didn't use our artillery. Yeah, I was just thinking ahead there. Good, we didn't have the commands left. So now he has a stretcher team. There we go. So another command to attempt to rally. He's got 1 left on the dice, so 2 more commands possible. Again, to a stretcher team to a fire team. Again, a 3-card draw because the Sergeant Major veteran. No. Well, this one we do exhort then, don't we? Yeah, so we're going to use another command to exhort that. 1 more card draw. We do not get it. Okay, that kind of stops us. So we didn't rally up to the fire team, unfortunately. Right, Sergeant Major's got 1 more command he could spend. No, he can't do anything, can he? No. So he just saves the 9 that he started with. Okay. Right. Second in command's going on initiative. He had 6. He gets 1 for the initiative. And I don't know, did I not decide that I don't think he's doing anything now? Well, he's going to lose a command if he doesn't use it. Yeah, because we've got enough here, and yeah, I mean, yeah, but I'm not want to shift fire. Oh, there's a fire team there. So let's. You've got a VOF on you, but so let's spend that 1 command to attempt to. Yeah, I suppose, because we might keep it in as an assault team. So I attempt to rally that fire team to an assault team. It is under a VOF, so it isn't automatic. He's a line, so it's a 2-card draw. I've spent the command, looking for rally. No. Okay, I'm going to spend 1 more, exhort that. And we get it. Okay, good. So the fire team there becomes a rally team. An assault team. Okay, and then at least you're set for next turn to move that up. And if not, you can put it back in as it is. So he had 5 commands left. He saved 5 commands. So there's the state of affairs in the commands. Pretty good again. Just second platoon really lacking a little, but that's all good, I think. We've had to get kind of serious there and stop some of this fire. But I think it's worked all right. It was a bit worrying there with not able to draw the right cards and whatever. Right, I'm gonna just pause there because that is an hour and 6 minutes, and we do have a potential contact to check, and there's a bit of activity and whatever. So I'll just start the next part, and then I'll be out of sequence a little bit. But it tends to happen at some point in these missions, for me anyway. Take too long and start going on about things. Okay, so I'll be back with part 8, which will be the second half of turn 7 sometime soon. Cheers.